Hey, welcome back to the Bread Therapy Baking Show. My name's Daniel. I'm a professional therapist and hobby baker. And today we're making these holiday oatmeal rolls and talking about dysfunctional family rolls. This recipe comes from my own family, as my dad has always made these rolls for holiday dinners, and they go perfect with some honey or jam. Let's imagine a family we'll call the Bakers. Each member of this family plays a role in the family system. In the baker's case, these roles aren't healthy. They're ways of coping with dysfunction. By dysfunction, I'm referring to a family system that is not emotionally healthy or balanced. These roles are adaptive strategies to survive a dysfunctional and often chaotic environment, but at some point they may not be so adaptive in our lives anymore. First, we have Mary, playing the role of the hero. She's the perfectionist, always trying to keep things in order. She believes if she excels just enough, straight A's, the perfect job, she can fix the family's problems. But deep down, Mary's carrying a heavy burden, feeling like her worth is tied to her achievements. Then there's Tom, playing the role of the scapegoat. If something goes wrong, Tom takes the blame even when it's not his fault. He's the one who acts out, sometimes rebelling or withdrawing as a way of coping with the pressure. Tom's behavior might seem disruptive, but it's his way of saying something isn't right here. The scapegoat often internalizes blame and may struggle with shame, substance abuse, or self-destructive behaviors. And then there's Lily, playing the role of the mascot. She's the comedian, the one always cracking jokes to lighten the mood. Her humor is her shield. It's a way to distract from the tension in the room. Her laughter might hide the fact that she's just as hurt as everyone else. And we can't forget about George, playing the role of the lost child. He's quiet, he goes unnoticed. George stays out of the way, withdrawing into his own world. While this keeps him safe from conflict, it also isolates him, making it harder for him to form deep connections. Finally, there's Mom and Dad, stuck often in the roles of enabler or caretaker and controller. The enabler or caretaker overfunctions by keeping the peace, sometimes even called peacemakers, smoothing over problems and protecting the family from external judgment. They can neglect their needs and may unintentionally reinforce unhealthy behaviors in others. The controller tries to maintain order and prevent chaos by setting rigid rules. The controller might engage in power struggles with others and lead to further emotional distance. Mom and Dad's dynamics set the stage for everyone else. Sometimes they're not aware of how their actions or inactions reinforce these roles. Awareness is the first step. Again, these roles are initially formed to cope in 4 potential ways. 1. To reduce conflict. If the family experiences frequent arguments or tension, some members may adopt roles like the peacemaker or the jokester to diffuse the situation. 2. To gain approval or avoid rejection. In an environment where love or approval feels conditional, members might act in ways they believe will earn them acceptance, like being the perfect child. 3. To manage overwhelming emotions. Dysfunctional families often suppress emotions, so individuals might cope by internalizing feelings, withdrawing, or externalizing them, acting out. And 4. To create predictability. Dysfunction can feel chaotic. Adopting a consistent role offers predictability, even if it's unhealthy. Recognizing these roles allows individuals to question whether these behaviors are still serving them or if they're perpetuating unhealthy patterns. Therapy, open communication, and intentional effort can help individuals redefine their roles in a healthier way, leading to more fulfilling relationships both within and outside the family. Making an attempt to step out of your role and go against the dysfunction will often create a sense of imbalance in the family system. In this state of imbalance, the family system will have to adjust. The hope is the adjustment moves towards positive change. Sometimes clients mention that visiting family for the holidays has them finding themselves stuck or playing out these roles again, but feeling a little bit more out of place after spending some time away. If any of this resonates with you, I invite you to take a moment to reflect. What role do you play or have you played in your family? And more importantly, how can you start rewriting that story? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.